I'm Lexie, and I have type 1 diabetes. I was diagnosed when I was 2 years old on April 17, 2000. Type 1 diabetes is when your pancreas is attacked by some of your islet cells and makes it stop creating insulin. There are two types. That was type 1, and type 2 is when your pancreas either makes too much or too little insulin. Type 2 is when you take pills to manage it, and you also have to check your blood sugar. Type 1, you have to check your blood sugar and you have an insulin pump like this one. Or you can also take shots. And the insulin pump, it goes through into this site, which I will later demonstrate how to insert it. I have had diabetes for about 12 years now. I'm 14. It's been rough, especially with my Uncle Bill as my role model, which is not that good. He's 38 years old in a nursing home with a walker. He needs a machine to actually make his stomach work, and he has a feeding tube in his stomach. I'll now demonstrate how to change a site. So, my sites, I have the Mio. There are multiple different kinds. So first, with this, you have to unwrap it with the plastic, put that there, and then take this part off, and the lid. And you have to unwind the tubing. Then you cock it back. Then you unwind the stuff that covers the sticky part, adhesive I guess. Then you take off the tube that is around the needle. As you can see, the needle is not that big, but it's still pretty big. The one for the CGM, or the continuous glucose monitor, is about that big. And then what you do is you find a spot. I find a spot on my stomach, place it there, and it goes in. The needle comes back out, the tubing stays in. And then what you do, take this tubing that's connected to the pump, and connect that tubing to this site. And then you take this one out. That's how you change it.
Hi, I'm Reece, and I have diabetes also. I have an Omnipod, which is one of the types of insulin pumps. And right now it's on my right arm, and I alternate my pod between my arms and my leg. This is my diabetes testing kit. It tests my blood sugar, which is what diabetes messes up mostly. So I use my PDA, which is what I use with my insulin pump, but it also helps test my blood sugar. And what I do is I put in a testing strip into the PDA, and it loads it, and then I prick my finger and get blood out of it. And the needle has different settings for how far the needle can stick into me. And usually I use like a lower number, but sometimes I have to use a higher number in order to get blood out. So I'm gonna prick my finger and get blood out. And I just put it on the strip, and it tests my blood sugar, which diabetes research has helped progress the amount of blood needed for testing blood sugar. Thanks to people's donations, diabetes research has progressed on this, and my blood sugar right now is 116, which is a really good blood sugar. And so yeah, that's what a diabetes testing kit is all about.
Hi, my name is Jacob, and I have type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease in which the immune system attacks the pancreas cells. What the pancreas cells do is they make this hormone called insulin. Insulin takes the sugar from your blood, and it takes it and it brings the sugar to the rest of the body. See, my body can't do that anymore because my immune system attacked it, so my pancreas doesn't work. So I have to take insulin doses manually through shots and finger pricks. I take finger pricks because I need to monitor my blood sugar levels to know how much sugar is in my blood And whenever I say my blood sugar is high or low, that means it's either above 250 or below about 75 to 70. It's different for everyone, but that's what my levels are. And what I do is I put on an insulin pump. This insulin pump manually puts in insulin through a tube in my arm, through a needle, and basically I take a device that I have called a pod. I take my PDM and I enter how many carbs I eat and my blood sugar, and it calculates how much insulin I need. For you guys watching this, the pancreas does that automatically. I mean, it knows exactly how much your body needs. Well, I have to do it using my head and my blood sugar levels. It's been tough having diabetes. I know I haven't had it as much as Reece or Lexie, but it's been really hard these past 10 months. I've been diagnosed, I was diagnosed November 2nd, 2011. That's a little under 10 months. So I have a pretty early diagnosis. I know that Lexie and Reece probably have more experience than me. I'm still learning, but I know I can get through it with the help of all my friends and family, and especially God. And I would just like to say today that there is a great organization out there called JDRF, stands for Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, that helps raise money to find the cure. And I would just like to ask that if anyone wants to donate to come, there's a walk at the Time Warner Cable Pavilion on November 4th, 2011 or 2012. And I would just like to ask if any of you want to donate to me, Reece, or Lexie. I know my team is named Got Insulin, like got milk, except with insulin. I would just like to say I really appreciate all that that Leesville has done for diabetics like me, Reece, and Lexie, and all the diabetics at the school. And if you're planning on donating or already have donated, I would just like to say thank you. You have no idea how much it means to me, because finding the cure would be just so awesome. And I would just like to say thank you.